In Tulsa, Oklahoma, a young man named Michael Thomas was represented pro bono, or free, by an attorney named Billy Weiland, Wiland III. I think the attorney is in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, but I have not found his phone number or his address. Michael Thomas won his case against the state of Oklahoma on the state level. He also wrote a book and made a lot of money. Good for him. There was also a case in California where a man won in state court. These cases were about men who were named as dads, but the DNA proved they were not the dads. They were called default dads because basically they did not respond in time. In Michael Thomas's case, he had never even met the woman. He just happened to have a common name and lived in the same town as the baby's real father. Now, I know of 3 attorneys that might be the attorney we need to file a federal class action suit based on discrimination. Please keep in mind, I need your help. I will contact these lawyers, but they may not be interested if they perceive the case as just being me. But if 50 or 100 people call or write, or if 5,000 guys pledge $15, $30, or $50 to a war chest, then they might be interested. They might think that we're actually serious. The first attorney is Roy Den, D-E-N, Hollander, and he has an office in Manhattan, New York. He has a website. His phone number is 917-687-0652. His email is small letters rdhhl@yahoo.com. He has 2 federal lawsuits pending now involving men's rights issues. That's why he might be good for us. He got skinned by his wife, and he kind of has an axe to grind, and he may be the guy that we need. The next attorney is Lloyd Chapman out of Chicago, Illinois. He has won 20 cases in federal court against the government. Well, that's very impressive. I cannot find his address or phone number, but I have his email, which is capital letters asbl.com. Could you help me contact this attorney and see if he could, or if he would be interested in using my case in a class action lawsuit? So if you live in Manhattan, New York, or if you live in the Chicago area, if you could contact these guys and just say, hey, would you be interested? Would you go watch this video? Could we see if we could interest you? It would have so much more impact if he was contacted by 50 or 100 or 200 people. And think of the impact it would have if any of these lawyers would go to this video and look in the comments section, and there were 200 men pledging, yes, I will give 15, or I will give 30, or I will give $50 because I want this thing to happen. Now, if you don't get this, then you need to just continue making 8 and 10 minute videos and putting them on YouTube and bitching and moaning. But we've been doing that for 25 years, and it's not getting the job done. Okay, the next attorney is John D. Camp, capital D, little e, capital C-A-M-P, out of Claytonia, Claytonia, Nebraska, about 30 miles outside of Lincoln, Nebraska. Mr. DeCamp of DeCamp Legal Services of Claytonia was involved in a documentary called Conspiracy of Silence, The Franklin Cover-Up. I'm interested in him because he seems to be a champion of justice, and he has movie connections that could be helpful. we might actually be able to do a documentary about the 11,000 men who have signed a petition on the internet saying that they have been discriminated against by child support enforcement. I have not found his phone number or his actual mailing address. So again, if you live in the Lincoln or the Claytonia, Nebraska area, help me out. You know, again, if I call him, and I am going to call him, sooner or later I'm going to find out how to contact him. But again, if it's like, well, gee, this is one guy, he doesn't have any money, he's unemployed, yeah, I'm going to spend the next 5 years with this, I don't think so. But if he hears from 50 or 100 people, or if he sees 200 pledges in the comment section saying, yes, I will give money, well, then that's going to make him say, hey, yeah, okay, I can see the dollar signs here. I can see the end of the horse race here. All right, I need your help. I don't want you to send me money. I want you to make a pledge to send money, and if we find a lawyer and if we get a legal trust fund set up properly, please call your friends and relatives and ask them to see this video. I don't want subscribers. I want men who want to see child support enforcement sued in federal court. I don't want to be your leader. I just want to see something get done now, not 25 years from now.
Fun girls, you wanna have fun, girls. You wanna have fun, girls. Wanna have, come home in the morning like my mother says, when you're gonna leave your life.
This guy is bright, articulate, and he has a couple of podcasts on YouTube. I would follow this guy into battle against a machine gun nest with a dull butter knife. He would make